we made it. We went all the way to the top, and it's quite a hike. So I don't know if you can see the drop properly, but this is it. We have a gorgeous view of the rest of the woodsy parts and the roads. It's so lovely, so beautiful. And here is a perfect little spot, nice and flat, for the tent. And in the morning when we wake up, this will be our view.
Having grown tired of the Great North Road running centrally through Zambia, we decided to take a bit more of a risk and try a small road we'd seen going through the bush, connecting to the south of the country. We first camped at this abandoned Chinese quarry before going into the bush, but as you'll see, not everything goes to plan.
That's not my mattress.
Yeah, it is. Shut up. Good morning. We had a lovely night camping. It was quite quiet. A few kind of like lightly footed animals passing by, but other than that it was completely peaceful. If you watched to the end of the last episode, you might have seen that I got bitten by a spider probably about a week and a half ago now. To cut a long story short, the bite has become, even though I went to the hospital, they gave me a tetanus shot and an anti-swelling shot. Since that, the bite has become infected. We were meant to be pushing off into towards national parks, off-road for a couple of days. But yeah, 3 days ago, to try and spare you as much as I can, the swelling popped and has been leaking. I've been changing the dressing and disinfecting it, but it's not getting better. And this morning I've started to feel quite nauseous and headachy and dizzy. So we're gonna head back up the hill. It's only about 8-9k because we saw there was a hospital there. Hopefully they can give me a shot of some antibiotics or something, and then maybe back here tonight or into the park if we can get things sorted quick enough. Hello. Goedemiddag.
Ja.
Hallo. Good morning. Had quite a fruitful visit to the hospital yesterday. I got lots of antibiotics. Was walking out and then I remembered, oh, I'm taking malaria medication as well. I went back in to ask whether, you know, it was a mix that would be dangerous or whatever. And they said, oh, we forgot to drain your wound. And then like 20 minutes of the worst pain of big needles going into my bum to try and drain all the pus and blood out. Anyway, sorry about that. If you were eating, but today not feeling much better, but we really need to push on. We are going off-road for a couple of days towards Zambia's national parks. We'll next have a pit stop the day after tonight, hopefully in the evening, at a quite expensive camping place, because that's all that's available in the areas near the national parks. The way down there is going to be completely off-road, and we're going to descend 1,000 meters within like 3k, so that's going to be also difficult, and then the temperature is going to get about 9 degrees hotter on average. So, good morning. So going to be a tough one, and I'm just going to try and keep my wound clean. Anyway, off we go. So there in the distance, there's a kind of horizon. That's what we're dropping down to now. We're going to drop about 1,000 meters within about an hour, 2 hours, and it's going to be very, very hot down there. We'd heard before about the swarms of tsetse flies, which they look a bit like housefly, horsefly kind of things, and they bite. We'd only heard about them, and now we're finally meeting them. And whenever you swap, you get swarmed by flies that want to bite you. We are almost down the cliff face, and we asked the guy at the village at the top if he knew where we camp, and he's recommended a camping place. They're still about 20k away, so we need to get a move on to try and get there before nightfall. This road is hellish. It would be fun if there wasn't a time constraint. Anyway, gotta get moving. Hello.
Just park it there.
Where?
Just park it there.
Okay, super.
Turn off your cigarette.
Wasn't able to film a lot in the last few hours of the day. It just got really tough. As we kind of descended down the 1,000 meters off the cliff, we were swarmed by tsetse flies, and the bite really hurts, and they don't leave you alone even if you swish them away. And then the path kind of disintegrated into just deep sand over and over again. And it was kind of, the sun was setting, and so we were like, we just need to get somewhere. We're using an app called Iovalander to find kind of safer places to sleep, but the trouble with that is often the posts that people make are from like 2018, so you don't know if those places still exist. Luckily, this place did. We were going along the road and we came across 4 guys who are working here, I think on the road. Yeah, we've been allowed to camp here. So now we're just kind of like melting. It's a lot hotter. This is like proper jungle, and we're hearing lots of like animal noises all around. Anyway, probably one of the toughest days cycling. I've had worse, but that was like a 9.5 out of 10 bad, but incredible. And this is my first time in a proper jungle. Our first time as well. Yeah. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Whatever happens tomorrow.
It attracts a bit fewer animals.